Curious. In 2019, the academic consensus described the problems in Latin American justice as technical and procedural. Experts focused on outdated bureaucracy, slow trial speeds, and the occasional bad apple failing a regional audit. That perception was demolished by the mass leakage of private messages, most notably in Chile's Caso Audios and Ecuador's Metastasis case. The leaked chats revealed that judicial outcomes were being negotiated in private message threads long before a judge ever stepped into a courtroom. This is systemic capture. It describes a scenario where political reach highest levels to ensure their own protection. These networks have successfully transformed the law into a tradable commodity, sold on a sophisticated black market of influence. If you want total legal impunity, you have to do more than bribe a single judge. You have to control the process of who gets appointed to the bench in the first place. This is managed by the abogado operador, the shadow broker. These external agents coordinate Supreme Court votes via instant messaging. Chile's Caso Audios proved brokers use their networks to predetermine official shortlists, securing appointments before the selection process even begins. Back-channel lobbying of this scale renders merit-based careers irrelevant. It replaces legal expertise with a system built on personal loyalty and expectation of future favors. When the roster of a court is decided in private chats, the public votes and official exams serve as little more than institutional scenery. When evidence of this influence comes to light, the system suggests implicated judges should be immediately removed. But that rarely happens. Consider the 2025 case of Chilean judge Antonio Ulloa. Despite evidence that he leaked reserved information and intervened in external appointments, the Supreme Court failed to reach the needed quorum to fire him, issuing a 2-month suspension instead. This failure stems from judicial corporatism. In many Latin American systems, the same ministers who hear cases also hold power to discipline colleagues. This concentration of power creates a built-in conflict of interest. Judges are forced to police the same peers they rely on for internal support, which often leads to a policy of mutual protection. A system that relies on peers to judge peers for administrative misconduct guarantees internal impunity, making self-regulation impossible without external intervention. While Chile illustrates how political elites capture the courts, countries with weaker institutions show how these same vulnerabilities can lead to far darker outcomes. In Peru, the Cuellos Blancos network weaponized judicial congestion. They intentionally used bureaucratic delays to create a market where cases were expedited for those willing to pay or provide favors. The network continues to protect itself by stalling its own prosecutions. By utilizing every possible procedural appeal and legal loophole, suspects like ex-judge Cesar Nostroza have successfully delayed justice for years. Ecuador's 2024 Caso Metastasis revealed the ultimate escalation. Transnational cartels used these entry points to buy judges and judicial council presidents, directly neutralizing the state's ability to prosecute criminal organizations. Administrative delays and secret appointments serve as the entry points where cartels weaponize the courts against the public. By 2026, experts reached a new conclusion. Ethical appeals are insufficient. The actual institutional architecture must be completely rebuilt to resist capture. First, an independent appointments council removes appointment power from politicians and the Supreme Court, replacing it with metric-based competition. Second, separating functions. Stripping administrative duties ensures magistrates focus exclusively on judging. Finally, an external prosecutor must investigate conflicts and enforce ethical standards. These reforms aim for true procedural justice, a system where trust is earned through the transparency of the process rather than the authority of a judge's title. Judicial independence isn't a fixed state. It's an active defense system requiring constant structural engineering to repel elite capture and guarantee equality before the law.